Hey, welcome back to Barefoot Bible. I'm your host, David Wright, and we're continuing the Judges series with Win or Lose. And that covers Judges 1, verses 23 to 26. The Israelites compromised on God's law to conquer a city named Luz. And it kind of creates some questions here. Do we succeed when we have to compromise on God's word? Let's take a look back. Judges chapter 1, verse 23. So the house of Joseph sent men to spy out Bethel. Now, actually, what they were spying out was another city. The name of the city was formerly Luz. So uh, it got renamed Bethel after it was conquered. It was strategically located in the lands of Benjamin and Ephraim, and they sent men to scout out the city called Luz, which meant almond tree. The Hebrew term for spying out that's used here is a word tur, and Harris in the Theological Word Book on Old Testament notes, quote, of 23 occurrences of tur in the Old Testament, more than half are found in Numbers, the book of Numbers, and in the sense of spying out, reconnoitering the land of Canaan preparatory to conquering it, unquote. So they spied it out. Verse 24, well, there's an almond tree actually from the Middle East there. That's a wild almond tree, but that's meaning of Luz. Verse 24, and when the spies saw a man coming out of the city, they said to him, please show us the entrance to the city and we will show you mercy. So they offered this unnamed man his life in exchange for some information. However, we need to remind ourselves about their orders about conquering the promised land. Deuteronomy 7 specifies, and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, no show mercy unto them, unquote. So God's command actually forbade them from showing mercy to this man that they met outside the city. And spies from Ephraim violated God's decree in Deuteronomy 7 by offering him mercy so that they could get information. Let's look into the consequences. They're coming up next, back to Judges 1, verse 25 and 6. And when he, this unknown fella, showed them the entrance into the city of Luz, they smote the city with the edge of the sword, but like Rahab in Jericho, they let go the man and all his family. Now, what's interesting is what this fellow did after when they let him go. And the man went into the land of the Hittites and built a city and called the name of the city thereof, guess what? Luz. Part 2, I guess. Luz, which is the name thereof unto this day. So unto the day of the writer. And we'll talk more about who wrote Judges next. It's coming up. In a couple of broadcasts here. Anyway, so unto the day the writer penned the book of Judges, it was still called Luz, this other city in the Hittite area. Now, I did some research, and if you were able to visit the Museum of Anatolian Civilizations, it's located in Ankara, Turkey, and that's a picture of it. They have on hand there a cuneiform tablet that mentions a city, Luzi, located in Lower Syria, in about the right area that we're talking about. And it's actually mentioned on one of their tablets they have preserved there in the museum. So, there's some evidence that a separate Luz still existed back in those days and time. We're going to continue next week with a new vlog, and we're addressing who wrote Judges. So I'm right, it was next week. We're covering Judges 1, verses 27 to 33, hopefully. And I think you'll find this information interesting. Can't be real positive, but we're going to visit with the Jews and find out who they think wrote it. And there's a little bit of supporting evidence to back it up as well. So I think you'll find that informative. Thanks for tuning in today. Each week we release a new vlog on Thursday. So tune in again, please, next week for Who Wrote Judges. God bless.